Let us start with a new chapter today, Marketing, Business Studies, Volume 2. First of all, let us understand what is marketing. In common parlance, we associate marketing with the wrong connotation because a lot of us we still think that marketing is equal to selling or marketing is equal to advertising. It is just about brand building or something. We need to understand that marketing is not confined to just selling or just advertising or just brand management. Marketing is a much broader concept from one end of even conceptualizing the product until the delivery of the product and customer service. Marketing is inclusive of every little process inside a business. Now, let us understand the definition of Philip Kotler, who is, by the way, a famous marketing personality. He defines it is a social process by which individual groups obtain what they want and need through creating offerings and freely exchanging products and services of value with others. This definition will help us to understand the important features of marketing. So we will be breaking this entire definition and will create 4 to 5 sub points out of it and understand each and every feature of marketing. So let us first talk about the first point, needs and wants. A marketing process starts with identification of needs and wants of the customers, of the people around us. So we have to understand what is a need and what is a want. Needs are something that are absolutely essential for our survival. Food, shelter, clothing. These three are absolutely essential. Without these three and further other needs, the basic living lifestyle of our human beings itself will be compromised. Imagine living a week without food. Imagine living a week without shelter. Let's say your area gets affected your locality gets affected by a flood or an earthquake, isn't it? And then clothing. So these are all basic needs. If you recall, if I have to connect this with another chapter, another parallel concept which we saw early in our business studies curriculum, which is Abraham Maslow's 5 stages of hierarchy. So you have the basic two things, right? Survival for basic protection, and then for the grouping, that physical security, and then family security, relationship. These are all the needs elements of every human being. Now, once the basic needs are fulfilled, then we escalate to wants. Wants are those things that are those nice things that we have. Let us say a human being, a person wants to travel to Shimla or Kulu Manali. Traveling and having a good experience is a want. It is not essential for our survival. So taking a family vacation is a want, and having a basic, the next meal or the food for the next 3 days, that is a need. So let us understand this with a couple of more detailed example. Now, if you say communicating with others has become a need, kind of a need. So at least every person should now have a basic cell phone or any mobile phone with a button phone or whatever it is, a basic 2000 3000 rupees phone with a SIM card attached to it. This is primarily for the purpose of communicating with other person to get our jobs done, to make sure that whether our relatives are okay, safe or not. So we can categorize having a basic mobile phone as a need. But should we have to buy a phone that costs 1.5 lakhs? Now that is a want. Okay, so a lot of functionality is offered in those high costly 2 lakh 3 lakh rupee phone. We may not need it for our essential survival. So understand the difference between need versus want. Now, second point is create a market offering. Next step in marketing, next feature in marketing is create a market offering, which means I should have either a quality product or a quality service which I can present it to the larger society, so people can come forward and take a look at it and decide whether okay, they can go ahead with buying or they can go ahead with rejecting. Create a market offering. Without you creating market offering, there will be nothing for the other person to decide whether to select or reject. For example, every video that I post in this YouTube channel is a market offering. Every video that I post is an offering. You decide whether to click, engage to it, watch it till the end, or just scroll away. That is totally up to you. That depends on the quality of the video that I offer or the pre-perception that you have about our channel, about our videos. So that decides whether you take the offering or you leave the offering. Tomorrow, if you want to understand marketing or you want to perform marketing in action, you have to offer something to somebody. So it can be something like a physical product you may tomorrow sell. You may start a brownie business, you may start a cake business, you may start an ice cream business. So through all these three products that I just described, you are offering physically to somebody for people to place order and consume what you are created, and then they can give you feedback. So this is about physical product. Digital product is what I just said, creation of content. That is a classic example. Or you can also create another example of a digital product can be you can also create softwares, you can create codes. That is another example of digital product. And then finally you have services like taking a person from one place to another or teaching a person something, which I do as a teacher, educating somebody. So that is service. Health services, healthcare services, fitness services, beauty services, everything is an offering. So you have to come to the market, and if you want to make a trade, create an offering. If you want to perform marketing, create an offering. So that is second point. Third point is customer value. There is a Japanese saying that if you go to a place, when you leave that place slightly better than how you found it. So let's say you go to a relative's place, when you say bye to their house, bye to their place, bye to them, leave their house or the place where you stayed slightly better than how you entered in. Customer value is similar to that. When you encounter a customer, when you create a market offering, that offering has to create a positive change in that customer's life. That is creating value. The customer will pay money or give some other thing for you in exchange for that, which you will see later. For the price that they paid, they should feel that, okay, I have got some worth out of this. Engaging with this person and its product will be creating a positive change in my life. It will be like a net benefit for me. Another example, if I want you to click on my video, I have to create that value, that sense of value to you. If you stay with this video for 10 minutes or 12 minutes, however long this video is, or let's say with every video that I upload, the time that you stay in this channel, when you leave the channel and start getting to your life daily business, by the time you leave, you should feel that, okay, the 10 minutes, the 12 minutes, the 15 minutes I spend with this guy's lectures has definitely made my plus 2 preparation slightly better, plus 1 preparation slightly better. So that is value. Let's say you spend 200 rupees, 300 rupees, you booked a movie ticket, you went to the theater and you sat through for those 2.5 hours. When the time you come out of the theater, by the time you come out of the theater, when the movie is over, you should feel either entertained or felt good about yourself or even educated to an extent, or at least feel that, okay, you have not been bored for those 2 hours. So that is the value proposition that a movie should possess. If the movie successfully manages to transform your experience, then that movie automatically finds itself as very valuable in your perception. If more number of such people believe that, then that movie becomes a hit movie. So that is customer value. Leave a positive change in the place of customer before they entered it. Next, exchange mechanism. Let us see the following points. There are lots of sub points here. Let us see them one by one. At least two parties. Of course, the very obvious point, the very meaning of exchange is that if you want to exchange something with somebody, there has to be somebody. So you cannot be alone and live in an isolated world and perform something called exchange. There are two things: meeting and exchange. There should always be at least two parties. So that is the first point. Nobody can meet themselves in isolation, or nobody can have an exchange in isolation. So at least two parties. Second point, each party should be capable of offering something to the other. When two parties meet and they want to exchange something with each other, both the parties have need. Let's say the movie business, as a viewer, you have a need or you have a want that you want to get entertained. You want to somehow pass time, you want to have some good time with your family and friends. This is your end of the need. And the person on the other side, creator side, the movie side, the producers, the actors and everybody, they have a need of making money, or they have a need of making movies, expressing their art form, expressing their talent, getting recognition. These are all the needs from their end. Now both of you have need, and when these needs and these wants combine together, you both automatically become capable of creating something, offering something for each other. You offer your money for the creators, for the theater owners, and the people on the creator side give their talent, give their performance to you to fulfill your need of being entertained. So both of you should be capable of offering something to the other person. You go to a shop, let's say you want to buy a chocolate for 20 rupees. The shopkeeper should be able to offer the chocolate to you, which means he should have it physically in their stock, and then you should be able to give that 20 rupees to them, which ultimately why they run the business for. So that is being capable of offering something to the other. Next, each party should be able to communicate what they can deliver. There should be some medium of communication, which means now you scroll YouTube, I am able to communicate. Every thumbnail that you see is a communication from me. Hey, I have made a new video. The video was made 50 minutes ago, 3 hours ago, 5 days ago, 1 year ago. You will see that every thumbnail you see on YouTube is a communication. So I am communicating, I am calling you to come and click on my video. So that is a communication. And then maybe if you leave a comment in this video, you are also communicating to me. Or let's say you leave a like, you share it with somebody else. I get to see those data. So that is a way of communicating for me. Let's say the movie ticket example. When you hear from media channel that so and so movie is getting released on January 11th or January 12th, that is a communication from them. Every teaser that they release, every trailer that they release, movie update that they give from the director, from the producer, from the actors, everything is a communication from their end. Now you, from your end, how you will communicate. When the booking for that movie opens, you immediately go to a website and book your ticket for a particular show. So that is your communication, which means they communicated there from their end. That means they said that we have an offering for you, we have a product for you, and then you communicated from your end, yes, I am interested. I am willing to pay this 200, 300 rupees of money to come and watch a show of your movie. So that is ability to communicate from your end. Next, presence of freedom to accept or reject, which means I have the freedom to say that I am making a product. You can come and click the product, you can come and buy the product. I have the freedom to give my offer, I have my freedom to express my presence of availability of supply. Then you should have the freedom to even buy that, because if at all you liked it, if at all you believe that there is going to be value, or you have the freedom to reject it. There should be freedom from both, for both the parties in a marketing process. As a creator, as a supplier, I have the freedom to keep on making the supply, keep on making offers, and also as a person who has demand, as a person who possesses the demand aspect of the commerce, the buyer end, you should also have the freedom to make the purchase, or you can also feel free to reject it. Acceptance and rejection should be done on voluntary basis and not through compulsion. I cannot force you to click on each and every video. I can just put the video on the YouTube home feed. You will get to see it. It will be on my channel. Whether to click it and engage in it for the full length of the video, that is totally up to you. I cannot force you, anybody, to come and watch my videos. Similarly, with respect to movies. People just keep advertising about their movies. That's what you see a lot of advertisements about. Lots of advertisements, they just say, hey, we are here, we have a product, you are free to come and try it. Those are all advertisements, isn't it? But then, as a buying party, we have the freedom. Okay, yes, that is interesting. You have given me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 features for the price of just 1000 rupees. Absolute value for money. Yes, I'm interested. Count me in. I'm going to buy a product. I'm going to take one service. Or let's say you have just given me 3 services, or you have just given me 3 features in this product, but you're charging 70,000 for it. No, I'm not interested. I have a better product on the other end. Let me go to that person. You should be also able to reject it and leave, walk away. Or let's say, as a seller, I don't like your offer to buy because I believe that my product has like 15 features and I'm selling it for 5,000 rupees, but you are not willing to pay 5,000 rupees for that. You are asking 2,500, 3,000 for that. I said absolutely, it will not create value for me as a seller, or it will not give me profit as a seller. So I'm not interested in this deal. Please find some other seller. I'm not going to sell it to you. A lot of times we have gone and bargained with the shopkeepers and negotiated with them. The deal would not have benefited us. So we would have asked for a much lesser price, but the shopkeeper will stick to his price. They will say fixed price, no bargain or something like that, or they will bargain but they will not come down to your level. So then the deal goes off, isn't it? So that is okay. It's not that you come across with every seller, every buyer, the deal has to be done. No. That is the essence of marketing. That is the beauty of marketing. You keep giving offers, you keep seeing offers. Both the parties should be able to voluntarily reject it with complete freedom. So this concludes the first segment of marketing chapter, which is features of marketing. In the upcoming days, we will keep seeing each and every subsegment of this chapter. Stay tuned to this channel. Let your thoughts known in the comment section. I will see you in the next video. Thank you and bye bye.